great hall of the Shylarian Empire shimmered under the prismatic lights of the crystal chandeliers. The alien emperor Xylar Ven reclined on his throne, a towering figure in opalescent armor that reflected the colors of the room. His daughter, Princess Lyra, hovered near the edge of the dais, her lavender-hued skin glowing faintly in the light. She had a mischievous grin today, one that hinted at the chaos she often stirred in her father's court. "Father, are you really going to do it?" Lyra asked, her voice lilting like the wind over glass towers. Emperor Xylar's 3 eyes narrowed, a gleam of amusement dancing across their golden irises. "I've told you before, Lyra, a true test of skill requires risk. I bet you no one in the entire sector could calm the Imperial Dragon Cub." Lyra's grin widened. "You mean the little terror you've locked in the East Wing? The one that melts doors just by sneezing?" Xylar's laugh echoed through the hall, a deep rumbling sound that resonated through every crystal column. "Yes, all who have tried have failed. Skilled dragon tamers, intergalactic whisperers, even our own royal advisors, none have succeeded. I wager that not even a human could do it." At the far edge of the hall, a small, unassuming figure shuffled nervously. His name was Kaden, a human mechanic who had come to this alien empire seeking work on his anti-grav engines. He was nothing like the elite guests of the palace. His hands were calloused from years of wrenching and soldering, his jumpsuit slightly oil-stained, and his brown hair perpetually messy. Somehow, through a mixture of luck, miscommunication, and a few drunken nobles, he had been roped into this absurd wager. Lyra spotted him and elbowed her father. "Father, this one isn't like the others." "He's a mechanic. Perhaps he can do what none could," the Emperor chuckled. "Ah, my daughter, you are always optimistic. Very well, let us see what this human can do. Bring him to the East Wing." The East Wing of the Shylarian Palace was unlike any place Kaden had ever seen. Massive windows overlooked a sky that shimmered with auroras, while intricate carvings in alien script twisted along the walls. But it was the cub that drew his attention. The dragon cub, barely the size of a small rover, paced back and forth with scales that glimmered like molten metal. Its eyes, bright, intelligent, and mischievous, locked on Kaden immediately. A low growl rolled through its throat, vibrating the floor beneath his feet. "Greetings, human," it said in perfect common tongue, though the words came out in a low, guttural rumble. "You are foolish to approach me." Kaden swallowed hard. Hello? Little guy, I'm here to, calm you?" He realized the absurdity of his words mid-sentence. The cub laughed, a sound like cracking fire. "Calm me? No one has calmed me. Not a single being in this galaxy. Are you trying to die young, human?" Kaden's heart raced, but he noticed something curious. Despite its threatening growl and sharp teeth, the cub was fidgeting, glancing at the massive doors behind it as if it wanted to escape. He took a cautious step forward. "Hey," he said gently. "I don't want to hurt you. I just want to help." The cub tilted its head, studying him. "Help? Why would a human help a dragon?" "Your kind fears us. I don't know," Kaden admitted. "I guess I've always been good at fixing things." "Machines, maybe I can fix a dragon's mood too?" The cub let out a burst of smoke from its nostrils, not angrily, but almost in disbelief. "Fix my mood? That's new." Kaden crouched, careful not to make sudden movements. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a small gadget he had brought, a tiny anti-grav spinner he had been tinkering with. He held it out, letting it hover in front of the cub. "Sometimes, machines are tricky, but if you watch, they calm down slowly. Maybe you like watching something spin." The cub's eyes narrowed, then slowly it leaned closer. The spinner whirred softly, catching the light and casting tiny reflections on the cub's metallic scales. For a moment, the cub froze, mesmerized. Kaden smiled faintly. "See? Nothing dangerous, just spinning." Minutes passed. The cub's tense muscles relaxed. It inched closer, sniffing the spinner, then batted it gently with its claw. Kaden mirrored its movements, making slow, deliberate gestures to show he meant no harm. "Why?
Do you not fear me?"
the cub finally asked, its voice softening. "Because I don't see you as a problem," Kaden said. "I see you as, well, complicated. And complicated things need patience." The cub blinked. It had never heard a human speak like this. Most only screamed, waved weapons, or offered treats that it ignored. But here was someone different. Someone calm, practical, and honest. After what felt like hours to Kaden, but only minutes to the cub, the dragon finally curled up beside him, resting its metallic-scaled head on his lap. Kaden's hands hovered, unsure whether to touch or just stay still. The cub nudged his fingers lightly, then let out a contented rumble. He glanced toward the massive east wing doors, now wide open. Guards, who had been tense with anticipation, relaxed visibly. Princess Lyra clapped softly, her eyes shining with delight. "Father, look! He's done it!" The Emperor strode forward, his 3 eyes wide with astonishment. "Impossible," he murmured, watching as the cub slowly rolled onto its back, exposing its soft underbelly, a gesture of complete trust. "A human has calmed the Imperial dragon cub." Kaden stood slowly, his hands still trembling from the adrenaline. Yeah, just talk to him a bit. Used a spinner and... Patience," Lyra laughed, floating down next to him. "I told you, Father. Sometimes it's not the trained whisperers or the fancy tactics. Sometimes, all it takes is someone willing to understand." Xylar Ven's stern expression softened. He bent slightly to look at Kaden. "Human, you have done what no one else could. You have my admiration, and a place in the palace if you wish it." Kaden scratched the back of his head, feeling the weight of the moment. Thank you, Your Majesty, but I think I'll stick to fixing engines. Dragons are a little outside my usual skill set." The cub snorted softly, nudging him again. "You're welcome to visit anytime, human, but only if you bring more spinning things." Everyone laughed, the tension in the hall dissipating. Even the Emperor chuckled, a rare sound in the Shylarian Empire. "Very well," he said. "The wager is concluded. The human mechanic has proven worthy. And the dragon? Well, perhaps you have gained a friend you did not expect." Princess Lyra smiled and leaned against Kaden. "See? Sometimes the smallest, most unexpected beings can do the greatest things." Kaden looked at the cub, now contentedly dozing on the floor. "Yeah," he said softly, a smile spreading across his face. "I guess sometimes mechanics and dragons aren't so different after all. Both need patience, understanding, and a little bit of tinkering." The Emperor clapped his hands once, loudly enough to echo across the hall. "Let this day be remembered in the annals of the Shylarian Empire. Not for battles won, not for conquests claimed, but for a human mechanic who tamed a dragon with nothing but patience and ingenuity." And so it was that Kaden, the unassuming human, became a legend in the Empire. The dragon cub followed him everywhere, often causing chaos, but never fear. Together, they demonstrated that sometimes the heart and mind are the most powerful tools of all. And in the palace, the Emperor's laughter could often be heard echoing late into the night, a reminder that even the greatest beings could be humbled by courage, kindness, and a human who wasn't afraid to try.